In a snowy town called Maryville, a most wonderful gingerbread house stood in the center square. It was no ordinary house. It had peppermint swirled frosting, gumdrop windows that sparkled in the sunlight, and a tall, twisty candy cane chimney. But what made it extra special was this. The gingerbread house glowed with beautiful colors whenever someone told a kind or funny story nearby. Every December, as snowflakes tumbled down like powdered sugar, children hurried through the streets holding mugs of warm cocoa and hearts full of excitement. They bounced up the candy cane steps one by one, ready to share their happiest tales. One chilly evening, little Mia tiptoed up to the gingerbread porch. She took a breath and whispered a story about tying her baby brother's boots so he wouldn't trip in the snow. Everyone around listened and smiled. At that moment, poof! The house glowed as pink as cotton candy at sunrise, soft and gentle and full of warmth. The children gasped. The gingerbread house had felt Mia's kindness. The very next day, Toby, the class clown, marched up to the house and announced a joke. Why did the snowman eat a carrot? Because he was thinking with his nose. The children giggled and squealed. Orange and yellow sparkles lit up the walls, twinkling like tiny flames. Every kid in Maryville wanted to see what stories and jokes would make the house shine next. A tradition was born. Each evening, children gathered to tell kind things they'd done or heard, and clever or silly jokes. Whenever a story was shared, the house lit up, sometimes blue, sometimes purple, sometimes a whirl of rainbow colors. Everyone discovered that laughter and kindness held a special kind of magic. But on one frosty night, nothing happened. The house was quiet and dark, resting under the gentle moonlight. No sparkles danced. The children huddled together, worried. What if we used up all the magic? Whispered Sophie, her mittens pressed to her cheeks. Grandma Holly, who loved stories more than anything, smiled and gathered everyone into a circle on the frosty ground. Magic never runs out, she said in her soft, crinkly voice. It needs to be shared. Tell what you did today to help someone, or what made you smile. One by one, the children spoke, about shoveling the neighbor's walk, about cheering up a friend with a song, about forgiving someone and sharing fresh-baked cookies. With each story, the air grew warmer, even though the world was all ice and snow. Then all at once, boom! The gingerbread house exploded with color, every hue from emerald green to fiery red to shimmering gold. It shone so bright, for a moment it turned the entire town into a glowing jewel. Grown-ups peeked out their windows, and even sleepy cats stirred to watch the light show. From that night onward, Maryville celebrated the glowing gingerbread house festival. People gathered for kindness circles and story-sharing nights, for laughter lanterns and silly jokes by the candy fence. Every year the house glowed, as long as loving stories and jokes were shared. And as the town grew brighter, everyone learned a sweet secret. Kindness and laughter are not just decorations, they're the magic that lights up the world. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.